for Mukono, and we feel that respecting the guard of honor. Functions which are going to take place. The principal judge is accompanied by the senior.
He has done it. Let's clap for him.
Today is holding the scissors. Let us appreciate the Chief Justice is now cutting.
From the middle to do it both sides. So he has done it. Let's clap for him.
Is now officially commissioned.
Take two of the flags. If you don't mind, we're going to start with the reading.
Your clients come. What will this
Usually they stand right here.
Then
Right.
okay.
Shadir.
الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب مغulu wemulamuzi mubbanga singira ddala okutuuka ku lunaku olwaleero abe taata n'alamula amaka akwala mu kika Ssaabasajja Kabaka n'alamula ne babeera nga gye baddukira.
The development partners function, which is the commissioning.
You don't hear it closing because it's so soft, smooth. But if that vehicle cannot start, what is its beauty for? If that vehicle starts but cannot accelerate beyond 18 kilometers per hour, what is its purpose? So I'm making a direct appeal to judicial officers. I could have come here to inaugurate a court that sits under a tree, like that tree. But if people come under that tree and you render justice, that tree is more important than this beautiful building. If you don't render justice in this building. Our elders who sustained our societies, where we rent premises from individuals. We rent premises from traders, from investors, and the same people come to our court. Even when they win fairly and justly, there is that perception that he won because the judicial is using his place. And he could change his mind tomorrow and say, please leave. I'm going to pay back and I'm going to have that huge machine you have. And they make them very beautiful looking. Look at our phones, you know, shapes and the colors and it is not this building that will render justice. This hardware will not render justice. This building gives you the space for you judicial officer, who are the software to render justice to our people. If you reach this place at 9 o'clock, then the software is already malfunctioning. Because 9 o'clock is for entering court. If you treat these court users, advocates, who are officers of the court, by the way, the justice seekers, plaintiffs, and the word zero tolerance, and that is our plan of court. Zero tolerance for corruption. But we can only succeed if the justice seekers say no. If I have to buy justice, then let me lose everything. If you start from, there'll be no.
Here, the first one is that now we get to save around 137 million per year in rent. Of course, the other issue is that court services are a unique service. So even when we rent, it's not really very fit for purpose. So, my Lord, as we all saw, this is now a very fit for purpose facility to serve the people of Mukono. My Lord, this construction cost the judiciary 1.3 billion, and we thank government for availing this money together with the development partners, because, my Lord, as you are aware, this construction started during the era of the sector-wide approach, where the justice, law and order sector is where the judiciary belonged, and this funding was got from. So we thank the development partners that contributed money to the construction of this building.
Media and mediation we have found, which we have found to be very useful. Lastly, our chief guest, with the construction of the magistrates court in place here today, the state attorney's offices, and now the high court circuit, we want to request to you as Mukono district that the judiciary also constructs the court of appeal or the appellate court to be able to create a one-stop center that can offer all these judicial services in one place in a fast-growing area like Mukono. I think we are supporting it all over. We also need a training unit for judicial workers and a state-of-art library where our lawyers can go to make informed research. Once again, I want to thank you for coming and listening to me. May God bless you all. Honorable Reverend Dr. Peter Bakalwa Mukasa, Chairman, LC5 Mukono.
By the Office of the DPP, especially felonies like murder and defilement. There will be a reduction in backlog cases which were previously being handled from Mukono High Court and the different sessions which have been taking place once or twice a year since this court will be operational throughout the year. The victims and complainants will have access to justice since the High Court has been brought within their reach as compared to previous where people had to travel to Jinja to seek justice. This will contribute to the infrastructure development of the district, and that is Mukono. Timely trial and prosecution of the offenders.
Request that in the future, if we are establishing a circuit anywhere, it is not good to displace the chief magistrate. Because the moment you don't do that, then the other things will follow very fast. I'm so happy that today
it has been a long story. But as we hand over this building, I pray that you don't disturb that boundary. That boundary we agreed on a mutual basis with the Municipal Council Central, that they had entered about 2 feet, and through mediation, I mediated and said we shall not involve Buganda Land Board in putting right that boundary. We agreed to lose and achieve more. Please, whoever is in charge, don't disturb that boundary, because we know there are 2 feet which were eaten up by the foundation stone there. On this side, it is still Buganda Land Board. That one there. It's not the district, because this land was given back to Ebyaffe. We are under Ebyaffe. But Ebyaffe agreed that the lease of the district should continue for the running for the remaining, is it 37 or 27 years? Because we could not afford to buy this land, we agreed to construct on that small lease. It will be extended by whoever comes after us. Up there, you have a neighbor called Batema. In that corner there is a forest lot planted by the late Solomon Musoke, when he was the environment officer. And then Dr. Mukuru akolangani production. So as we negotiate to expand, don't disturb the neighbors. It took us trouble to get this land here. We agreed that we be on the small lease, but pay allegiance to Buganda Land Board. Tulina okwebaza ow'omutuba wano. Are you represented? Baatukkiriza ne tuzimba wano. Nga tetulinaawo bwannannyini. Ng'ate ekintu kimaze okudda mu byaffe. Tetulinaawo liizi ya Buganda Land Board. Uncle Biggs said, Commission is upon. My Lord, as I conclude my remarks, I have a humble request to our beloved court users. Can we please use these premises to file only matters that deserve the attention of judicial officers? I won't give examples. My Lord, if you give me time to explain to what they call non-deserving cases, you would spend the whole day listening to those non-deserving cases. Let us file only deserving cases, and let us all embrace alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. With that, I think
emisango gyabwe kyetusinga okusuubiramu ekirala nti emisango egibadde giriwo mu kkooti gijja kukendera gifuuke mitono. Kyetusuubiramu nti enkaayana ezibadde zibeera mu maka zijja kubeera nga ntono nnyo. Kyetusuubiramu nti ababbi b'ebibanja bajja kukendeera singa kkooti eneebeera nga etuukiriza obuvunaanyizibwa bwayo. Abantu tekwa bajjukiza nti obulamuzi bwa
Bannamukono twagala okwebaza olw'ekitongole ekiramuzi, era twebaza gavumenti ya Uganda okusembeza ekitongole kino ekiramuzi ne kisobola naddala okutongoza High Court